In 1839, the world's most powerful empire went to war to protect its right to sell drugs to children, and it won twice. This is how Britain turned an entire nation into addicts and called it free trade. It's the 1700s. Britain has a problem, a caffeinated one: tea. Everyone in London wants it. Breakfast tea, afternoon tea, tea with the Queen, tea with your horse. But there's a catch. China grows all of it, and China wants exactly one thing in return: silver.
Sir, we need more tea. Wonderful. Pay them in silver. We don't have infinite silver. Then find something else they want. We tried. Silk, wool, clocks. They said no thank you, we're good.
So Britain's silver reserves are draining into China, and nobody in London can figure out what to sell back. Then somebody in the East India Company has an idea, a terrible one.
What if, instead of selling China something they want, we sell them something they'll need? Go on.
Opium. It's illegal in China. Exactly. Illegal things are premium priced.
The East India Company starts growing opium in India, shipping it into China through smugglers, and creating a customer base one pipe at a time. By the 1820s, it's working too well. Addiction spreads through Chinese ports like a virus with a business plan. Silver starts flowing the other direction, out of China into British pockets. The tea problem is solved. A much worse problem takes its place. In 1839, a Chinese official named Lin Zexu gets a very simple assignment from the emperor. Fix this.
Commissioner, foreign ships are dumping opium into our ports. Our people are dying. Then let's stop importing it.
Lin Zexu marches into the foreign trading post at Canton, surrounds it, and makes one demand.
I demand that you surrender the opium immediately. All of it.
Gentlemen, this is outrageous. This is illegal contraband in our country. You knew that when you started smuggling it. The British merchants hand over 20,000 chests of opium. Lin Zexu doesn't sell it. He doesn't burn it for show. He dissolves it in lime and salt and flushes it into the sea. A grand gesture. Also, from London's perspective, a declaration of war, because those 20,000 chests weren't just drugs, they were inventory, property.
Excuse me, they confiscated merchants. Illegal goods. Property is property. Navy.
Over drugs? Over principle. The principle of free trade.
In 1840, the Royal Navy shows up, and this is where the war stops being a fair fight. China has a massive army, millions of soldiers. Britain has steam-powered ironclad warships with cannons that can hit targets from a mile offshore before a single Chinese soldier gets close enough to draw a sword. Sir, the British ship is not stopping. It's just sitting there, firing. This isn't a battle, it's target practice. City after city along the coast falls. Canton, Amoy, Shanghai. The Qing dynasty, once the wealthiest empire on Earth, gets picked apart by a fleet smaller than a modern city's ferry system. By the end of 1842, China surrenders, and the peace treaty is where things get really ugly. The Treaty of Nanking. China pays Britain a massive war indemnity for the crime of destroying the drugs Britain illegally smuggled into their country. China opens 5 ports to British trade, whether it wants to or not, and Britain takes a small, mostly unremarkable island as a bonus: Hong Kong.
Let me be clear. 1, the strategy is flawed. 2, the timing is premature. 3, we lack the necessary backing and—
Come in, gentlemen. Make yourselves comfortable. We have much to discuss regarding the future of this great city.
For the next decade, this new arrangement stays humiliating but stable. In 1856, a Chinese ship called the Arrow gets boarded on suspicion of piracy. Britain claims the ship was flying a British flag and demands an apology. China says the flag wasn't even flying at the time. It barely matters. Britain, joined now by France, uses the incident as an excuse to invade again. This is the Second Opium War, and this time it isn't just about trade routes. British and French forces push all the way to Beijing. In 1860, they reach the Old Summer Palace, one of the most magnificent architectural achievements in human history. Gardens, pavilions, centuries of art and imperial treasure.
What should we do with the palace? Burn it. All of it. As punishment? As a message.
So they loot it first, and then they burn it to the ground. Structures that took generations to build are ash within days. China surrenders again. More ports open. Foreign missionaries get free rein across the country. And, almost as an afterthought, the opium trade itself gets fully legalized. The thing an entire war was fought for is now just allowed. By the end of it, China's opium addiction crisis had ballooned to an estimated 10 to 12 million users. The Qing dynasty, humiliated twice, never fully recovers its authority, a wound that historians point to as the start of what China still calls its century of humiliation. And here's the part that doesn't fit neatly into a history textbook. This wasn't rogue merchants freelancing. This was the British government deploying the Royal Navy to protect a drug trafficking operation because the alternative was a trade deficit. Hong Kong stayed under British control for another 156 years, only returning to China in 1997. A century of consequence for a war that started because one empire couldn't figure out how to pay for its tea addiction and solved it by creating someone else's.